Last time, we spoke about representations and warranties in a purchase agreement. We left off asking questions. For how long can a buyer come after the seller? And for how much? We're going to pick up there. The indemnification section of the purchase agreement lays out the remedies that the parties can take if a representation or warranty is breached. The three most commonly negotiated items here are the survival period of the representations, the potential size of the indemnification, and the minimum size of the claim for which a buyer can go after the seller. Absent any limitations on the duration of the representations and warranties, they last as long as the statute of limitations allows for a buyer to file a claim. However, this period is usually shortened with the exception of fundamental representations. Now, without going too far down the rabbit hole, a fundamental representation will be something to the effect that the seller owns the assets being sold and has the right to sell them. For obvious reasons, those representations would not have the same limitations as non-fundamental reps. A good example of a non-fundamental representation would be the knowledge that a big customer is about to terminate its relationship with the company. For non-fundamental representations, there's a wide range of possibilities for how long they're going to last, but 18 to 24 months is quite common to see. This brings us to the topic of caps and baskets. A cap determines the potential amount that a seller's indemnifying the buyer. Absent a cap, the potential claim that a buyer makes could be unlimited, so this means that it might be even higher than the purchase price. A cap may put a limit on the claim at a certain dollar amount, say $1 million, or it might state that any claims are limited to a certain percentage of the sales price. A basket determines when a buyer can submit a claim to the seller. It's kind of like a deductible. So if a basket's set at $50,000, that means that even if the buyer has an ironclad claim that they're wrong for $30,000, they can't yet receive compensation from the seller. Now, what happens when the size of the claim hits $50,000? Well, that depends. Unless otherwise stated, the party doesn't receive back its deductible. So with that $50,000 basket, if there was a $100,000 claim, they'd only be entitled to receive $50,000. However, a tipping basket's different. In that scenario, the grieved party still can't file a claim until it reaches $50,000. However, with this type of basket, they can go after the party who breached the agreement for every dollar starting at $1. If this is enough to make your head spin, that's all the more reason to consult your attorney and bring them into the process early.